All right. For the last minute, I want to test the audio real quick. So please tell me if you do hear me and it sounds all right. Sounds fine. Perfect. Great. That's what I wanted to hear. It's like my mic chooses days to be good and not to be good. Don't know why. It's a cheap mic though, so it is what it is. All right. Let's get this started. Let's switch over here and let's just chat about Kaspa. Doo-doo. All right, what's going on today in the crypto market? I haven't really been looking at anything. Bitcoin's at 37, trying to get to 38, and Kaspa is at 13.26, up almost 5%, just under Monero. Okay. Looking for top 100 year to date, Kaspa's number one. So I got like two other videos to go out this week. Tomorrow's video is not going to be anything special. It's just going to be a tutorial video on how to tip people Kaspa in the Kaspa Discord. So that I know that video is not going to be like huge or anything. It's just I still make those videos because literally like no one's covering like all those little basic videos on YouTube. No one's doing those videos like tutorials on wallets, tutorials on all that kind of stuff. So I still make those videos because people need them and people like them a lot. So tomorrow's video is not going to be crazy, but on Friday, I actually did a rebuttal video on this YouTuber over here. I know you guys, I asked if you guys wanted to see a rebuttal video and I made one. So where is it? Right here, the dark side of Kaspa warning. Yeah, I did a rebuttal video on that. I think it's like around 20 minutes. I tried my best to basically debunk every single point he made. If you watch this video, like it instantly starts with Kaspa's a meme, and he refers it to a meme like the whole entire video. So that I don't know. It was a really strange video. And then what was even more strange was the fact that like right after he made this video, within an hour he put out this video. Could this new altcoin kill Kaspa? And he shilled some altcoin that hasn't even launched on its mainnet. It's still like hasn't even launched yet. So very interesting videos here. But I still wanted to debunk everything in there because he still had a lot of like valid points that he gave, except for the meme one. The meme one, I don't know where he pulled that one out of, but everything else was like pretty much something you can actually debunk. So yeah, let's see what you guys are saying over here. I corrected him once in YouTube comments and he deleted my comment. Good. I'm glad you're gonna debunk his points. Embarrassed to say that he's Australian. Yeah. I don't know. Like, there's a lot of people that made bad videos against Kaspa, and I don't want to do every single one because I think he did a video um about Kaspa a while ago, and I was like, oh, should I debunk it? But I was like, it's whatever. I feel like I'm gonna be repeating myself. But he ended up making another video again, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna just basically go over his points because he literally repeated the same things that he said in the first video he made about Kaspa a while ago. And I was like, okay, has a lot more attention now, so I think these things should be addressed. Um, Proof of work is better than proof of stake always. It's always better. Oh yeah, on Twitter there is like this whole Justin Bond. That was the one thing I want to actually like take a look at on the stream because Shy has been going in. I'm glad he's back to debunking things and trying to rebuttal people's opinions with all his insight on stuff because he goes in deep and like if you want to learn, read Shy's post because like literally he says a ton of stuff. But recently Justin Bonds has been like talking about Kaspa more. And it's just funny to me because it's like people have been shilling him Kaspa for like the longest. It like constantly telling him because every time he's speaking on Twitter or X, whatever, he's always talking about proof of stake and is better than proof of work and all this kind of stuff and saying that we need to scale on the base layer on layer 1, don't scale on layer 2, it doesn't work. And you know, Kaspa is scaling on the base layer. So like everything he's describing that should be happening in crypto, Kaspa's doing. And then people have been telling him Kaspa, Kaspa, Kaspa. Now he finally takes a look at it and it's just like basically he just took the route of Kaspa doesn't have smart contracts. It's a dinosaur. I mean like so like here, you know, Kaspa lacks key features that are critical for L1 blockchains. Kaspa has no turning complete smart contracts or proof of stake. Not having proof of stake is not an issue. That's meant by design. And then not having smart contracts is also by design. They purposely did not choose to implement smart contracts and all that kind of stuff on the base layer because they wanted to take the route of refining the base layer and actually making it like perfect. And I've constantly said this many times on Twitter or my YouTube channel. You don't want to have a smart contract built on a foundation of sand. That's like the worst thing ever. You want a smart contract system built on a really strong foundation. And I think you want to have Dagnite implemented into Kaspa because Dagnite is going to literally make transactions like instant and will allow to increase confirmation times. When confirmation times are already 10 seconds, we're going to be able to increase that even more. You're going to increase the blocks per second. You know, you want to do all those upgrades before smart contracts. And Jonathan even said, smart contracts is not an issue. Like it's not something difficult. It's that he's trying to make it on Kaspa, but he's not just trying to implement like any little smart contract system. He's trying to innovate it and make it unique to only Kaspa. So we'll see what happens in the future. Let's see the chat here. Archie Type, thank you for the donation, dude. $6.99. Thank you so much. Thanks for everything you do, Kaspa Silver. Yep. I enjoy what I do. It's fun. You're just debunking the same thing over and over again. Yeah, I am. But another thing, it's good to kind of go over it again because sometimes I might touch on something that someone else didn't really understand. I might explain it a little bit different. Or my older videos, like they didn't have like the better mic quality that I have now. So my older videos are not as well developed as I'm doing them now. I try to make them flow a lot better and remove any like gaps of just like me like just breathing or something like that. So it's good to put it out there because Kaspa has a lot more attention now, so more people will start seeing those videos. Because my older videos that I probably explain things, people are not, it's not getting recommended to people because like there's no one really watched them when I was first making Kaspa videos. No one was watching my channel at first. So it's good to kind of like give a refresher for people. People made bad videos about Bitcoin too. Look at Bitcoin now. Oh yeah, totally. I mean, just recently I made that tweet. Someone, after Justin Bonds made this tweet and started talking with Shy, a dude literally decided to make a whole entire article. Let me see if I could find it. Yeah, right here. This was the article this guy made. Kaspa, the biggest gainer of 2023 that rose by 2,500%, is just another Bitcoin knockoff. like you should be asking, why did it rise 2,500% in 1 year? Why did it do that? That's the question you should be asking, not listening to some guy on Twitter that saying Kaspa is a dinosaur. Like, what was his recent tweet? Yeah, BTC and Cas are dinosaurs. Now, I say this often too. The fact that Kaspa and Bitcoin are in the same conversation a lot is something to people need to realize, because that's super significant. Another thing people don't point out too much is the fact that Kaspa is like the #2 best proof of work based on mining emissions, and also based on top miner profitability. Like if you were to go to profitability ranking, Kaspa is literally the top coin to be mining right now if you're looking for profits for the past 24 hours. So like this fact alone, like this is more profitable than Bitcoin. Like why would anyone want to buy a Bitcoin miner? There's no reason to, when you can buy a Kaspa miner and be making way more than a Bitcoin miner could. So like, you know, mining is a business. So these miners are they're gonna go for what's the most profitable. And the fact that this metric is here, Kaspa is gonna always have that kind of attention for the foreseeable future. And the fact that it's under Dogecoin, I think it's always undervalued. If it's under any other proof of works, it's undervalued in my opinion. I've been saying it from the longest when I first started the channel. That Kaspa was like our first goal was like beating Litecoin, because literally Litecoin was trying to do what Kaspa actually does, but just failed to do it correctly. These people just don't understand the tech behind Kaspa. They're truly ignorant on the protocol. Oh yeah, a lot of people are just ignorant about Kaspa. Someone literally told me today, I told him about Kaspa on Twitter here, and his research was going to cast.fyi, and then he took a screenshot of the transactions per second. He took a screenshot and sent it to me and said, yeah, a cryptocurrency trying to be like a peer-to-peer is not going to do well only doing 2 transactions per second. And I'm like, really? Like that's not how you do research. Transactions per second is not a metric you look at when you're looking at a cryptocurrency. You got to look at everything else. And then like he doesn't look at the fact, like I think I have everything here, right? Yeah, like the max TPS was 91 TPS at one point. Bitcoin can't do that. So he should have saw this at least. And I'm pretty sure this isn't showing when you first come on here, but still, like he kind of just, some people just don't know how to look at cryptocurrencies. They just look at one metric and then just make an opinion off of it. So that's just how it's going to be pretty much. Look at all the different cryptos he covers. He's just a YouTube click harvester. Some stuff he gets right, then he makes errors. Yeah, I mean, he's just a normal crypto influencer that covers tons of different cryptos. And I decided to not take that route because of just, if you watch my videos, I explained that reason why I'm like taking this approach of just focusing on Kaspa. What do you think the overall BTC range for peak cycle would be? I have no idea. I mean, I know, of course, everyone's expecting the 100K, but there's this guy that I would watch in the past called Crypto, what is his name? Crypto Crew University 5.3. I think this is it. Yeah, this video right here, warning Bitcoin won't reach 100K until 2028. Do this now. His reasoning for this is a pretty interesting reason because it's based on TA, but the TA basically is if you calculate the percentage gain every single cycle, and then you divide the percentage gain by, I think it's 5.3. You divide that number by 5.3, it literally gives the next cycle's percentage gain. And it's like been accurate like 3 times in a row. So that's over that's pretty consistent. 3 times in a row doing that method has worked. So if you do that method from the last cycle, he's saying that I think the top would be like 91K. So, and it's true. If you look at past years, all the other years for Bitcoin, every single cycle bull run, it's losing percentages gain. It's making less and less gains when you're looking at percentages. So, I don't know. I was talking to this about with someone else too, that everyone's expecting this cycle this time. It's like everyone's expecting like after Bitcoin halving, that's when we're gonna get ready. 6 months after that, it's gonna boom. And I don't know. I feel like it's totally in the cards that maybe this time is different. I know it's never been before, but it just seems like everyone's expecting that same thing, and maybe this may play a factor in that. BTC 100K, 140K, in my honest opinion. Some people think higher. Yeah, and we're not factoring. I wasn't factoring in the fact that we're gonna have ETFs come in and all that kind of stuff. So that really changes the whole entire environment as well. 12 ETFs should ride there. There's so many ranges. There's a contrarian belief that it'll only be around 90K by diminishing results. Yeah, that's what I was explaining. Chaos, you are one of the only handful in this community that does detailed research on Kaspa like you do. Please keep up the amazing work. Yeah, thank you so much. That was the goal. I wanted to bring a deeper dive into Kaspa because ever since I found it, I wanted to be a part of the community. Like I wanted to actually contribute to its growth and success, but I can't code or anything like that. So I saw when I was looking on YouTube for Kaspa videos, I just noticed that it was lacking like educational content. And that's what I'm more into when it comes to crypto. That's 425K views that now. Justin Bonds does not deserve any attention, bro. Yeah, I mean, I get you can say that, but the thing is, he gets the attention. You can say he doesn't deserve it, but like literally, BTC and CAS are dinosaurs. 75K views. All his posts get over 50,000 views, pretty much close to it. So he's 160. Like this is with the counter arguments with Shy too. Like he was getting 160,000 views. That's a lot of eyes on Kaspa. So like he might not deserve it, but he gets it, and people actually respect him as like some person you should take opinions from. Kaspa is inevitable, the end game. Why is Kaspa a better solution than Bitcoin when it comes to transactions if Bitcoin has the Lightning Network? It's a very great question. I actually answered that in one of my older videos somewhere here. I can actually just look it up. Kaspa solves the Lightning Network. Right here, this video right here, Kaspa solved the Lightning Network. I actually explained that question right there. But ultimately, the Lightning Network is a layer 2 solution. So layer 2 does not equal Bitcoin. And since layer 2 does not equal Bitcoin, Lightning Network poses some risk because like if you research how it actually works, I don't really quite understand how it works, but like you have to create channels so that you can send the Lightning Network Bitcoin to people, and these channels have to lock up some Bitcoin in them. And then there's like a risk that this Bitcoin, when it's locked up in this layer 2 solution, there's a chance that it actually could be hacked. And not only that, there's a chance that if one of the channels shut down, then like the transaction can revert or whatever. It's kind of confusing. It just makes no sense. If I'm gonna want to use a network, I rather me be able to use it completely on the base layer. Another like bearish thing about the Lightning Network is I think, what is it called? Wallet of Satoshi. Yeah, this is I think it was this wallet. Let's see here. Yep, this is the tweet right here. Wallet of Satoshi. This is like the most popular wallet to use the Bitcoin Lightning Network. And look what they're saying here. To our valued Wallet of Satoshi community in the United States of America, we've decided ourselves to providing the best experience, being at the forefront. And then it says, however, we've made the difficult decision to remove our app from the US Apple and Google app stores and will not serve US customers going forward. This is super bearish for the Lightning Network. And it's because it's a custodian. Like the layer 2 solutions is custodian, so they're holding Bitcoin basically. So that's like from my understanding. So this is bearish for the Lightning Network. Kaspa fixes this because on the base layer, you can actually send transactions just as fast like the Lightning Network. And the Lightning Network also doesn't allow for larger transactions. It only allows for like micropayments. That's the main point of the Lightning Network. So it can still get congested if there's like larger transactions on there. But with Kaspa, it doesn't matter. Any types of transactions is always, the fee is always going to be practically zero, and it's always going to be a confirmation time of 10 seconds. So like the Lightning Network is just really not, it's not all that. There's also other research that I can do on it. I know like the main developer for the Lightning Network has left and stuff like that. So it's really not a solution. Somebody saying Kaspa is a scam because Bitcoin does the same thing. Bitcoin does nothing like Kaspa. If you look at Bitcoin, does it show it here? If I go to the blocks, okay, look at this. I'm on the Bitcoin blockchain, right? And these are Bitcoin's blocks. These are the Bitcoin current blocks. I'm pretty sure this is the orphan block, right? But anyways, this is Bitcoin's blocks. And then if I go to Kaspa and we look at Kaspa's blocks, this is Kaspa's blocks. Let me go into the website. And this is how Kaspa's blocks look like. As you can see, they don't go in a straight line like Bitcoin does. And that's because Kaspa introduces a block DAG type network. So this is innovation, which allows Kaspa to scale on the base layer and allows transactions to actually be super fast with a confirmation time of 10 seconds. Every block is being produced at exactly 1 second, and Bitcoin produces blocks every 10 minutes. So this is a game changer for crypto because we've never really seen this on a proof of work. And that's the main thing. That's why it's so revolutionary to crypto, because the common belief was that proof of work can't scale. And Jonathan and all the developers behind Kaspa have proven that proof of work can actually scale. Bitcoin will also have a different all-time high market cap when it goes to 69K again. I mean, it will, but it won't be that significantly different. I don't think it would, right? Yeah, because we're already at 93% mined for Bitcoin. So it's not going to change like that much, but it will be a little bit different for all-time high. Is it possible that Cas will front run the bull cycle like Litecoin in 2017 and Chainlink in 2021? They pumped heavy in bear market and only to underperform in the bull. I don't think so because like just looking at that metric of other coins doing that in a different time period is just leaving out like the market sentiment around Kaspa. There's the narratives behind like Litecoin and Chainlink in those years are nowhere near the same narratives behind Kaspa today in 2023. Like especially in 2017, crypto was nowhere near adoption where it is now today. In 2017, a lot of people still barely thought of Bitcoin. I mean, there was no Bitcoin ETF talk about or anything like that. I mean, in 2017, what I think China was banning Bitcoin mining and all that kind of stuff. So there was a lot of FUD around Bitcoin in those years. So it's just the market sentiment is not the same to think that that's gonna be it's gonna play out the same way. Is it a possibility? Of course, but like I said, Kaspa is like the most profitable proof of work mining, so that's gonna keep the price pretty stable because of that fact. When will Dagnite be implemented into Kaspa? Probably. I don't know for sure. I know that they already actually started doing some coding for it, but we first need Rust and 10 blocks per second. I'm gonna guess that won't be done till that probably won't be launched till I want to say March. I'm gonna just throw a guess out there, like at least 6 months, May maybe, that we get it on the main net. Then after that, we can really start pushing forward to Dagnite and smart contracts. So I would say by the end of the year of next year, we probably could see Dagnite. Thanks for all you do, man. And some people say DAG isn't the best for smart contracts. Do you disagree to this? And why? Thanks again. Yeah, that I don't have like any like research on why I disagree with it. I just have my knowledge from like the actual devs, and they've stated that, well, like first of all, the DAG on Caspa is not like the same exact kind of DAG on something like Nano or something like that. It's not like the same exact thing. And then also the devs have stated that like it's not like an issue really. They're prepared to know how to build it on there. Lightning Network creates security flaws, points of intrusion. Yep, that's exactly what Lightning Network does. I look at this mainnet KGI and it seems slow when you keep seeing the testnet 11 one. Yo, what is the link for the testnet one coder of stuff? I don't remember where that is. Let me bring over Discord. I used to have the link for the testnet KGI. Um, Let me see if I can find the link. I'm not finding it. Trying to look for this though. Yeah, this is what I wanted to find at least. I can show people how this is how 10 blocks per second looks on. This is crazy. But yeah, this is how 10 blocks per second looks compared to what we have right now. This is 1 block per second. And you can see how like slow it is compared to the 10 blocks per second. But yeah, this is crazy. Like This is crazy. Accepted 15 blocks, 10 blocks, accepted 9 blocks. Yeah, and when we're here, we're going to be able to do 3,000 transactions per second. Love the collab with Archie. Any plans in the works to do a collab with Crypto John? I don't have any plans to do a collab with Crypto John yet. He hasn't reached out to me about it. I probably could reach out to him about doing a collab with him maybe one day. But yeah, I got a few people that want to do a collab with me. Will they use Rust for smart contract language? Yes. What possible dip will Kaspa be? Need to buy more? Everyone and their mothers wants to know when the next dip for Kaspa is, but it's like, the way I see it was, if you didn't take an opportunity, where was it? Over here? Where was it? It was already that long ago? Wow. But yeah, this was a great opportunity. I actually bought a little bit more right here when it went to the 11 cents, because that was when we hit the 15-cent high. And then when I saw it at 11, I think it was like a 10% down day. That's like the days I look to really buy. When I look at my phone and it's down 10%, that's when I look to buy the most part. But Kaspa's just mad stable. It's built different. It's crazy. It's not public yet, the link to the test 11 one. Oh, okay. Where do you see CAS if BTC only gets to 100K or below the cycle? Would that put us in the $1 to $2 range estimation? I really don't know. Like, what if Bitcoin goes to 100K? That would be putting Bitcoin at around, let me see here, market cap wise. I mean, when Bitcoin hit this top over here, the whole crypto market was at 3 trillion. So for it to go to 100K, it would probably need close to 2 trillion market cap for 100K. So if Bitcoin's 2 trillion, then I would want to guesstimate that the rest of the market cap of crypto, all the crypto, would be at 5 trillion, right? So here's are some ways that you can do some guessing of future price predictions. Even though I don't do price predictions, because I just think it's pointless. Like, you really can't know for sure. But here's the best way to do it. So the total crypto market cap, I'm gonna guess, is gonna be 5 trillion. Let's say that. And then what you do, we can look at Kaspa right now. And I don't think it gives it here actually on the website version. Dang it. If you go to, I know on my phone, I'm gonna look on my phone real quick. Well, on your phone for CoinMarketCap, yeah, it tells you the market dominance. So Kaspa right now has a market dominance of 0.20. So what you could do is, let's say the market dominance stays at 0.20, and the whole entire crypto market goes to 5 trillion. Is this million, billion, 5 trillion? And then we multiply that by the 0.20%. So that would put Kaspa at 10 billion. Right? Million, billion. Yeah. That would put Kaspa at 10 billion. That's if Kaspa remains with a 0.20% market dominance. So I don't, do you think Kaspa will stay at this rank in the whole entire market cap? I don't think so. I don't think Kaspa will stay. I think it's undervalued. Like I said, if it's under Dogecoin, it's undervalued. So let me see Dogecoin's market dominance. Let's do that. Let's do that test for you guys, because you guys love these price predictions, I know. Okay, Dogecoin has a 0.81 market dominance. So let's do the same math again. Um, 0.81 market dominance. Total crypto market goes to 5 trill. Million, billion, trillion. It gets a 0.81%. That puts Kaspa at 40 billion. I feel like these are like super conservative levels too. But yeah, 40 billion, 40.5 billion. If it was at Dogecoin's rank right now, and it's kept the same market dominance. Now, you could do the market dominance method like I just did for future price predictions. 40 billion Kaspa will put it at about like $2. Just around that. Or close to that. Not exactly. But that's one way you can look at it. Another way you can look at it is simply just look at different altcoins that got to certain market caps. So like you look at Solana, you go to the market cap. Solana achieved a 75 billion market cap. I think it's a little bit higher than that. So, you just like if Solana was able to get that much capital into it, I think it's possible Kaspa could get it too, because it's the same kind of narratives and adoption that it's receiving, just like Solana did in its beginning days. But it has way better technology, I think, and way better narratives than Solana. So you can look at that. Look at XRP. XRP received like $131 billion at one point in its life cycle. This absolute horrible example of a cryptocurrency. But yeah, 117 billion. In 2018, it got that much. So like, it's not impossible for sure. It's not impossible for sure. What is the cap of each block? You mean like the transactions, like how many transactions can be in each block? I'm pretty sure each block can have like I think it was 300. Yeah, 300 transactions can be in each block. So that's why when it goes to 10 blocks per second, it can be 3,000 transactions per second. That's why there's that chance. Now, is it a good buy? I'm not a financial advisor. Can't tell you yes or no. I'll tell you what I do. This is what I do. I buy every single week. I already have gotten like my bag for Kaspa, like that I really wanted. And now what I do is I just buy every single week. Because like I said, I still think it's undervalued a lot. It's still undervalued a lot, I believe, because it's still under Doge. I thought that was a programming language that not many developers use. I don't think so. Not with Rust. I know Golang is the one that you don't want to stay on, but Rust is one that's a lot easier to use. It's more like the standard for programming languages. But yeah, dollar cost averaging is always your best friend. I just buy weekly, set a weekly buy or monthly buy if you're trying to get more. And then save some cash on the side just in case a dip comes and you can unload on it. Held back on price because it has no VC, no pre-mine, no pre-sale. Yeah, that's a very important factor about it. The fact that there's no VCs or anything like that keeps Kaspa's price a lot stable than these other coins in the top 10, except for Doge. But like, look at this metric. This is the supply not moved in over a year. And let's see here. So ever since we hit a new all-time high, right here, this was November 15th. I don't know if that was exactly the day that we hit an all-time high. Let me see. Let me go to 1 month. Oh, just like that was literally just a few days before we hit an all-time high. This started declining. And it's not even declining that much. It's still at 15. It just went just under 15% now. So over 14, just basically, yeah, it's basically 15. So 15% of the supply has not moved over a year. And this has barely moved. Even though we're hitting new all-time highs after new all-time highs, people are not really selling. And then for inactive for 2 years, this hasn't gone down at all. It just continues going up, which is only about 1% of the supply. Inactive for 6 months, this hasn't moved as much either. So right now, 38% was the peak, and right now, 36.50% of the supply has not moved for over 6 months. And then if you're looking for 3 months, you can see these. This is where more of the traders are and the people who are selling, it looks like. But it's still not even a lot of percentage points that it's losing. So in the past 3 months, more than 50% of Kaspa has not moved. People are holding. It's clear that people are holding. And this is because, like I said before in the past, Kaspa right now is showcasing itself as a store of value. It's not going to be a medium of exchange and a peer-to-peer and all that kind of stuff yet, because it hasn't been adopted fully yet, of course. So right now, while that's being built, the adoption is being built, it's going to be serving as a store of value because it's the most sound coined in like all of the crypto space. I see people trying to trade other cryptos, and when they get profits in those cryptos, what do they say? They say, I'm going to put my profits into Kaspa. That's what they say about Bitcoin. People trade other coins, and what do they do? They put their profits into Bitcoin, and now Kaspa is becoming like a blue chip. They're going to put their profits into Kaspa. Because if you understand the technology and everything and all the fundamentals, it's one of those coins that's becoming a blue chip in the space. You can't ignore it because the technology is actually legit. And then you can look at all this, this has barely been going down. In the past 24 hours, we lost one whale. And in the past 7 days, we lost one humpback. That's it. Other than that, it's just been increasing. So yeah, these metrics look really good for like the price just being stable. But if you're still don't understand if you should buy Kaspa or if you want to wait or whatever, seriously, just start researching it. Understand what you're going to buy. That's what my whole entire channel is about. Understanding Kaspa on a more serious level and the educational level, and it helps you understand like why Kaspa has this kind of value, and it helps you get some more conviction on your investment. And I'm living proof of all my research has paid off. And I don't diversify within the crypto space, because to me the crypto space is 99% scams, and then 99% are all trying to do the same kind of things. And then I have like morals and principles that I like, what I like about crypto, the main reason why I'm in crypto. And those are just those basic principles of just that it's like self custody of your funds. You have complete control. There's no other entity or third party that's controlling your stuff. So that's what I'm really here for crypto. So my only two bets are that I would be concerned about is Bitcoin and Kaspa. I don't hold any Bitcoin because as much as I am here for those principles, I'm also here to make a profit, make some money. So of course, when I'm looking at Bitcoin, the ROI is just not there compared to Kaspa. So I'm putting all my money into Kaspa only right now. Now, it's not like literally my whole entire life savings. I have like a huge chunk of cash that I have saving right now, making a really good return because I'm playing it smart. With high interest rates right now, you can literally make a savings account and get 5% returns. So that's smart. Just I have a huge chunk of cash in there. And then of course I have my retirement accounts from like my jobs. So I'm diversifying a little bit. But in the crypto space, I don't really believe too much in diversifying, especially if you do your research on the kind of level that I did for Kaspa. I'm like, you just place your bet and it's an investment. It's a risk. Everything's risky. And another thing is the fact that like we have a lot of regulatory risk in crypto. So the fact that the SEC is always labeling things security and whatever, that's a risk on top of the fact that you're already investing into crypto, which is already a risky game. So Kaspa doesn't, at least can avoid a regulatory risk, from the best of my knowledge. Let's see what else you guys are saying. What do you think the chances are that Cas gets listed on tier 1 exchanges before the bull run. I think it's going to probably get Binance before the bull run because Kaspa already was listed with futures on there. So I'm pretty sure if it's listed with futures on Binance, they're working on the wallet integration like as we speak right now probably. So we probably could see Binance like within the next month or two. You really don't like XRP, but it has SEC clarity and real use cases in the banking system right now. The thing is, XRP is a crypto company. That's what it is. XRP is simply a crypto company. It's not a cryptocurrency. It's not an actual currency. And one thing, it's just not decentralized at all. Mainly because if you don't already know, the circulating supply right here, there's 53% of the circulating supply is out right now. The rest of the supply is held by a company, Ripple Labs. So that essentially makes it's not decentralized at all. A company owns almost half of this whole entire supply. This also means there's always going to be constant selling pressure. If you're seeing anyone putting things of $10,000 XRP or anything like that, they're literally lying to you, because if you're looking at the supply, a $10,000 XRP would mean that the market cap has to go to some level that has never been seen in the crypto market. So it's just ridiculous. Not only that, if I'm like I said, I have like those principles that I'm in cryptocurrency for. And if you like XRP, you basically are having faith in the system putting us into a digital prison, because XRP is literally trying to advance CBDCs and all that kind of stuff, which that's literally just like digital enslavement within our money. And that's complete control. That's completely opposite to crypto. And XRP, well, the company behind XRP, is trying to push that. So when you're investing into XRP, you're funding the very thing that doesn't want cryptocurrency to exist, like Bitcoin, like Kaspa. So that's my views on it. And those fundamentals are the main reason. I mean, there's a reason why like it doesn't do anything anymore, because it's a coin that's going to be for big money that are centralized people, but the retail always is getting wrecked within XRP. Question is, what is a dip on Kaspa? Actually, that is true, because the only dip we've really seen is the time when it went to 4 cents and then it did the 70% drop to like 1 cent. And I remember those days. Those were fun days, and I did not take advantage. I'm so mad that I didn't take advantage as much as I should. Think it's a conservative measurement. I'm hoping it continues to outperform BTC. Yeah, that's the main thing. This is the main thing. Also, when you're looking at cryptocurrencies, look at how they're performing against Bitcoin. Because if your coin is not performing against Bitcoin correctly, then it's always better to just hold Bitcoin instead. Like if we're looking, this is the XRP chart, right? For what am I? I'm on the daily chart. Okay, I'm on the 1 week chart for XRP. And yeah, ever since, what day is this? January 18th or January 1st of 2018. Ever since 2018, holding Bitcoin was better than holding XRP. So there's absolutely like you want to be in this space and you want to be growing your wealth. I mean, I hope you do. Like, as much as, yeah, you care for the technology or whatever, and that it's being adopted and all that, like, you don't want to be just losing your whole entire wealth. So XRP has not been a good place to put your money over the long run. Look at Kaspa. This is Kaspa BTC in the 1 week chart. It's currently just a green line going up. But yeah, Kaspa has been outperforming Bitcoin ever since its inception. So this is really significant. This is good. This means that holding Kaspa is better than holding BTC at the moment. Now, I want to see this within 2 years from now, and hopefully it's still higher than than Bitcoin and it continues to outperform BTC, which I think it might. I really think it might. But nonetheless, I still think that it will gain a significant amount against Bitcoin for the foreseeable future. So this is an important metric to be looking at. Look at your coin against Bitcoin. And if it's not outperforming, meaning that this is higher than anything before it, then it was better to just hold Bitcoin all along. I'd be disappointed if it couldn't surpass ADA. Yeah, my main thing about Kaspa is like I'll be super disappointed if Kaspa seriously can't make it. Because if it doesn't make it, then seriously crypto is just like it's just a waste of time. Because it's like, are people really here for like the actual real use case, the real technology behind the whole purpose of crypto, or are people seriously just here from pump and dumps? Because at that point, if Kaspa can't make it, then I'll literally just go switch over to Bitcoin and stick to Bitcoin, because that's the only one that's staying true to like the actual purpose of crypto, except for the electronic cash part. That's what it failed at doing. So there's still room. There's a market that Kaspa's tapping in that no one else has tapped in, which is that peer-to-peer electronic cash system that is decentralized. Because yes, these coins are probably faster. They can do transactions fast, but they're not decentralized. So then they already lost at that game. Do you mind Kaspa too? I don't mind Kaspa yet. I'm thinking of getting into it because I think it'll be very good to bring more content for Kaspa, to actually try out Kaspa mining and do videos on like how to do it, how much I'm making on whichever one I buy. But if I buy one, the one I'm looking for is the KS0 Pro, because that's like the cheapest one that actually makes something. But literally they're going for $1,000 right now, and I'm like, I got a buddy that wants to help me out to get me one. So I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I might do it, because ultimately it's like an investment into the channel more than into Kaspa. You know, I think Kaspa about like, but it's like thinking about, it's like, man, I could just put the money into Kaspa itself and probably make more, because I won't ROI with the KS0 for a while, because we're going to where do I have it here? Profitabilities, and I look for KS0 Pro. Right now it's making $4.39 a day. So if I drop like $500 on this, I'm not gonna ROI for quite a bit. It might take me, let me see here, $4.53 times 30 days. Ooh, so 500 divided by 135. It's gonna take me about like 3 months, almost 4 months to ROI with that miner. And that's if Kaspa's price stays exactly where it's at. So if it goes up in price, then I'll ROI faster, of course. But yeah, we'll see. I'm waiting for the reduction of, if we're going to cast out. You see, 8 days till next reduction. This possibly may bring the price lower for the KS0 Pro, maybe, unless the price surges upwards like crazy for Kaspa, then it will stay that high. I sold a whole Bitcoin to reach whale status on Kaspa. It took me a while to get 1 Bitcoin. Yeah, when if you watch my older videos, I was like talking about, you know, diversifying into Kaspa and diversifying into Bitcoin and all that kind of stuff. But as I kept researching, I seriously had to put my money where my mouth is, and my full conviction just really went into Kaspa. I sold all my Bitcoin that I had for Kaspa at like 2 cents, and that was the greatest decision I've made when I made that move. And I sold all the Bitcoin at like 29K, and people be like, oh well, you missed out, now Bitcoin's 38K. I really didn't miss out, because 29K to 38K is not even a 2x. So when I bought Kaspa at 2 cents, it just went to 14 cents. So that's a 7x on the money that I sold from Bitcoin at 29K. So it was a better decision to do it. Like ROI potential for Kaspa is just better than Bitcoin long run. So I don't know. I may one day get one Bitcoin just because I think it's smart to have one for the longer run. But right now I'm like, if I don't get it, I think Kaspa will survive. It's being built to be here for the foreseeable years, decades, I feel like. So we'll see. But a lot of people sold a lot of other coins for Kaspa because it's like a no-brainer when you do the research. It's crazy. How much CAS you hold? I don't want to tell everyone here on the stream how much I hold, but I do showcase how much I hold within my Patreon. So if you're interested in seeing how much I hold, and also, you know what, I'm just gonna shell it real quick. Shell my Patreon real quick. But yeah, this is if you just seriously want to support me and my work that I do on here. You could join my Patreon and get access to my Discord server, which I we have like about 20 people in there. But yeah, you can talk to me 24/7. I do giveaways in there. Every single week I give away because it costs $15 to be in the Patreon. But every single week I give away $15, so there's a chance that you get your money back, and you can't win more than one time within a month. So I do that for you guys, and then you get access to all my videos before anyone else, and then you also get to see my portfolios. So I used to have a stock portfolio that I would show people, but that's completely gone because I sold all of that as well for Kaspa at like, I think it was like around 3 cents and 8 cents was when I sold a lot of my stocks for Kaspa. So I'm just holding Kaspa in cash right now. A lot. I have a huge cash position. So everyone's financial situation is different. Don't completely do what I do. Like, I'm way younger too, so my risk tolerance is a lot more higher. Coder stuff. If you don't already know, Coder stuff is in the chat. He is like one of the coders for Kaspa. He's been helping out a lot in the development. There's actually a funding for him, I think, right now too. Let me see. Let me go funding pools. When was this out? The 17th? Has it been 2 weeks? Because I know the deadline is 2 weeks. Yeah, if you guys are interested in supporting Coder stuff, this guy has been behind a ton of stuff. He's been behind the Ledger implementation for Kaspa. Like, he's the reason why that really got going. He's helping code all of that as well. So if you're interested in supporting Coder stuff, go to the Kaspa Discord, check out the funding pool for him, and send a donation of Kaspa to him because his work is very, very valuable. He helps checking the code of like the wallets. We talk a lot in the DMs to talking about the code for like Tangent Wallet and One Key Wallet, making sure you guys are safe with those wallets so that there's no backdoors or anything like that. So he's able to read code. So really, really awesome dude. So yeah, if you're interested in supporting him, check out the funding pools in the Kaspa Discord. Go to this wallet address, copy this address right here, and send over some Kaspa to him. He's really, really done a lot for Kaspa. There's too many people talking. All right, let's see here. Where was I in the chat? What is your taking profit strategy on Kaspa? Currently, it's really tough because it's like you really just don't know how high it's gonna go. But basically, it's selling Kaspa for me is literally for financial needs. And like I'm not here for like a Lambo or anything like that. Like that's thing that's kind of pointless. I'm here to like possibly build generational wealth. So my profit strategy really, like, I think my thought so far has been I think $1 is achievable. So since I think $1 is achievable, I think that will be my first time I will take profit, but it will only be a little bit over my initial investment. So it'll basically just be getting my initial investment back and then leaving the rest to ride for even longer term. But I still don't know if I want to do that because ultimately, I want to avoid taxes the best I can legally. Of course, I'm not going to do any tax evasion. That's horrible. Don't do that. But legally avoid taxes in the US, you need to hold your assets for 1 year at least, and then make under $89,000 a year in taxable income. So if you stay in those things, you can pay 0% taxes on your long-term capital gains if you wait for a year. So that's another thing I got to play out too. It depends where I'm at in that state. So yeah, it's hard to really know for sure right now, but as long as Kaspa's under Dogecoin, I don't really need to think about it too much because I think it's undervalued from that. Still need to see it overtake some coins. XRP is the most centralized token in terms of allocation. Yes, it is. It's super centralized for allocations. Plus, XRP utility takeover has been in the hype combo for years. Yep, that's another thing too. Like the utility has been in the conversation for years and years and years. And ultimately, what I feel like is happening is it's just making Ripple more profitable as a company. People are gonna end up buying the Ripple stock more than the XRP coin. I think the XRP coin is literally just to fund their company. All these partnerships that use Ripple don't need XRP to use their service. Yeah, exactly. That's basically what I was going to get into. Ripple and XRP are not the same thing. When Ripple gets a partnership, Ripple has technology that allows the banking system to operate better, other than while not using Swift, but it doesn't have to use XRP. Now, I know there's people that say like, oh, this is going to have to use XRP for this or this and that. People have been saying that for years. I really don't. I don't care. I look at historically, it's not been doing good historically. Holding Bitcoin has always been better. So what about the HSBC partnership, tokenized gold using XRP? Real use case right now on the derivative market. It's also approved for. I mean, I don't know about it, so it's definitely not that popular yet, I guess. But I don't know. I don't really know anything about that. There's tons of use cases for tons of cryptos, like or utility, but you need good fundamentals, and circulating supplies is one that XRP just does not have at all. Oh yeah, I used to hold XRP. Like maybe, yeah, I used to hold XRP earlier this year actually. But that was when I was more of a noob before I decided to research Bitcoin a lot more and understand that more. And then I changed my mind based off of my research. So I used to hold XRP. Used to be a believer. I'm glad I didn't stick to that, and I decided to keep researching things about cryptocurrency and understanding it more. Can Kaspa dip 2.07? It can, but I don't know if it will. But it definitely, I mean, it's possible. But it's just very unlikely with current market sentiment. XRP will and always have too much sell pressure. Exactly. It's funny. I originally bought Kaspa to flip for XRP, and now I'm holding. Got into Kaspa 0.03 and 0.05. I feel like a genius. Yeah, now you're holding CAS so that it flips XRP. You're not flipping for XRP. You're actually hoping it flips XRP. Can Kaspa reach a 215 billion market cap? Let's not get that. Let's not get that extreme. Can it? I mean, yeah, I think it can if all the developments happen. But there's still a lot of developments that need to happen before it gets to that valuation. I think that the valuation for Kaspa, in its current state of how it's developed, is undervalued against Dogecoin, at least, because Dogecoin is the second highest market cap proof of work. So in terms of that, where the Kaspa network is, it should be at least valued higher than Dogecoin. And then anything after that is getting more into the speculation market cap. But yeah, all the future development for Kaspa is very, very promising to give, and that's why it is getting a lot of value. All I need is a $10 XRP for me to make a couple million. Yeah, people have been saying that since 2017. A $10 XRP would put XRP at a $500 billion market cap, if I'm not mistaken. Ethereum has never gotten to a 500 billion market cap, I think. If I'm not mistaken, let me fact check myself. Oh, it did. Well, Ethereum is the only cryptocurrency after Bitcoin to hit a 500 billion market cap. So it would be very difficult for sure. I mean, if we look at BNB, after Ethereum, BNB is the next cryptocurrency because we don't really count stable coins. So it's really not. And BNB only hit 100 billion in the last market cycle. So, you know, you got to look at market cap. Market cap is a really good indicator to tell you all you need to know. $5 Kaspa. Imagine $5 Kaspa. It would be insane, but it's not completely out of the cards. Because that's a 28. Because the supply is not that high. 28 billion. This is the max supply, mind you guys. Right, I know right now it's at 21 billion, but I do max supply just because it's better. Times 5. That will put out a 140 billion market cap. That's totally possible because XRP got 131 billion market cap in 2017. Like I was saying, 131 billion. This isn't showing the cap, but it hit 131. So get a KS1 or KS3M. Yeah, I was watching man, I forget his name, but he's recently been talking about Kaspa on his mining channel, but he was saying, because I want to get into mining more for the hobby kind of aspect of it. I'm not really there to get into like the full on mining game, just to kind of get into it so that I get some experience in it. And he was saying if you want to just do it that way, you get like a KS0 Pro to kind of just like, you know, support the network and get familiar with mining. But if you do want to like get a miner that could remain in the game for a while, then a KS1 would be good, of course. But I don't know if I want to put all that money up front. That's a lot of money up front. This chart looks ridiculous. I think this is like, I almost want to say like this is a really good thing, but also it's a really bad thing because anyone that's like pretty inexperienced with like researching crypto, they just come here and click the all-time chart. They're gonna be like, oh wow, I'm not buying this, it's at all-time high, and then just leave and not ask why it's doing this. Like that's what people need to be asking. Why is it doing this? It's doing everything what everything else is not doing. Like, but there's fundamental reasons why. I have 5 BTC and 5 million gas. Hope that's enough. Dude, just retire already. Everyone expecting a 30 to 50% correction minimum for BTC within the next 6 months. You think this is highly likely? If so, I'm assuming that would be the time to buy anything. Yes, that is highly likely because Bitcoin usually does have like it usually does have another strong correction during the accumulation phase. But you can't bank on the fact that Kaspa will also follow Bitcoin to that extreme. So we don't know. All right, let me read a few more of the comments here, and then I think we'll be good. We already did an hour for the stream here, so I'm gonna read a few of your comments before we go. I brought my ASICs straight from Ice River and never had any issues, but I heard there's huge tariffs in the US. I didn't have to pay that much in Canada. The thing is, for Ice River, the KS0 is completely sold out. That's the thing that sucks. Like on Ice River, look at this. And it was going for $429. I wish I should have just pulled the trigger right away. When this came out and I saw that price, I should have just said, hey, let me get one to get in the game. They're sold out completely. So now if you want to get one, they're $1,000. It's crazy. Coder Stuff, you on X? Yeah, Coder Stuff is on X. He's on Twitter. What was the deal with the Kaspa Genesis block convo on X? Someone was saying you can't see the Genesis block. That's a very, I don't want to go into that one right now because I'm about to end the stream. But I do have a playlist that explains that whole situation, and I want to make an updated video as well because there's been an update to that whole situation. But look at this playlist, gaps in transaction history issue. I have 2 videos there kind of talking about that whole entire situation. And that's a really good question though, because it actually is an important conversation to have and understand. Do you think Kaspa will be EVM compatible and become something like Taraxa, or do you think they'll be making smart contract on Kaspa without EVM? I think I think that Janssen was saying that the goal is to make it EVM compatible. So can you repeat the US capital gains tax for holding longer than a year? Sorry, I was distracted during that bit. Yeah, let me actually put it up real quick. 2023, or let me just put taxes for US. I put the wrong thing. Capital gains taxes for US. All right. So if we go to Investopedia, and where's the chart? Here's the chart for 2024. All right, check this out. Long-term capital gains, you pay 0%. Oh yeah, they update. Oh wow, they increased. Oh wait, is this for long-term? Yeah, this is for long-term. This website has it wrong. That's funny. Investopedia, what are you guys doing? They have $94 million. It's supposed to be $94,000. But yeah, what it's supposed to be, you pay 0% long-term capital gains, which means you held the asset for 1 year, as long as you make under $94,000 a year if you're married. If you are single, it's $47,000. And then up to $63,000 for head of house. I'm not exactly sure. Head of household. I guess if you have like other people with you. But yeah, married filing jointly, which is what I would be $94K for me. And then single would be the $47K. So you got to make under this. Because if you make over that, then you have to pay the 15% tax on your long-term capital gains. So, this is for 2023. So if you sell this year, this is for 2023. So you pay 0% as long as you stay under this much of income for taxable income in the year. Next year, it's going a little bit higher. So that's how it works. That's how you could pay 0% on capital gains tax. Hold for 1 year and then make less than the required amount. If you make a little bit over that, you have to pay 15% on the long-term capital gain tax. 15%. And then you pretty much shouldn't go over that much in a year unless you're just a rich dude making over that much, and then you'll pay 20%. So yeah, that's how that works. Get a CPA, don't try to do the taxes yourself. Well, my taxes are really not going to be that difficult because I just hold. I'm not a trader. I don't trade my Kaspa. So I just download. Let me tell you guys how to do that actually. You can go to the cast.fyi and go to community tools and you go to the transaction report. You can put your Kaspa wallet address in here This was also made, I'm pretty sure this was made by Coder stuff as well. But you can put your Kaspa transaction in here, or address in here, and it will give you a PDF file of all your transactions. And that's like the best way that you can like prove everything you have or whatever. And then that's pretty much it. Like, it's going to be pretty easy for me because I just hold, I don't trade. So it's just going to be, if I do sell, it's like literally showing that, hey, I bought this a year ago and I sold it now for a profit. So it shouldn't be too difficult, but we'll see. Just join Patreon and the Discord channel. Awesome. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much for that support. Kaspa Silver, congratulations on your 6K followers from Resto Pesheros. If you don't know, that's my father watching the stream. But thank you so much. Yeah, guys, thank you so much for 6,000 subscribers. Really, really grateful for all the support I've been getting on this channel. And are looking forward to keep making more informative content that is very valuable for you guys. The Genesis block issue is old news. It is. People were scared that Kaspa was hiding its old block and not being transparent. But the Kaspa, the way Kaspa works, we need to delete older blocks to improve the bulk speed. Yeah, the Genesis block issue. Basically, the issue was that we can't prove there was no pre-mine, but there's a coding proof that you can prove that the Genesis block had absolutely zero allocations to anything before. So when Kaspa started, you can see that it naturally grew by mining Kaspa. You can either mine it or buy it. Well, in the early days, you can only mine it. Let's see what else. You just got a sub. Thank you for subscribing. Yeah, subscribe if you guys are new to the channel. Leave a like on this stream so more people can see it. But I think I'm going to be logging off for the day. It was fun doing the streams. I love doing these streams. You guys seem to enjoy it too. We had 100 people watching. Awesome. Thank you guys so much. Let's see, anything else. If I transfer from exchange to a ledger, it's not taxable, right? Correct. The only way it's taxable is when you transfer. If you were to swap your Kaspa into a stable coin, if you swap it into like USDT stablecoin, that counts as a taxable event. It's up to you to submit that. You should submit it, because if it ever touches your bank account and you never reported that you had sold that position or anything, like that would be avoiding taxes basically, illegally. And then also, of course, when you sell Kaspa into USD, that's the taxable event. So swapping your Kaspa into other cryptos as well is considered a taxable event, from my own knowledge. Thanks for the educational, high quality content. Transfers to private wallets are non-taxable. Yep. Awesome. Thanks. All right. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. There will be 2 more videos coming out this week on Wednesday, and then a more in-depth video on Friday, debunking Kaspa's dark side that other YouTuber put out. So subscribe if you guys when you're on here. Leave a like. Check out the Patreon if you guys are interested in supporting the channel. And as always, don't be average, be different.